Oh, hey there, folks. It's me again, checking in with no cell phone signal in the middle of nowhere. What does this bizarre but beautiful location have to do with today's video? Well, it's either nothing at all or something deeply profound. Welcome back, Universal Explorers, to another episode of the Monarch Journal. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's episode, we're going to be flying deep into the inner edges of the human attention span and asking the free-spirited question, how do we quiet our minds if we despise meditation? Can it be done? Come along, blue-collar internet surfers. So why is it so damn important to quiet our minds? You see, the problem with a noisy, uncontrolled mind is that it leaves very little room for clear action and truly present living. I want you to think of your mind as having a limited capacity for thought at any given moment. Kind of like that old dusty hard drive in your back cabinet. You see, the more thoughts you cram into your brain, the more pressure you put on your system, and the less capacity you have to live to your true potential. But you might be one of the millions of people who claim that they just can't meditate. Well, newsflash, you can. But here are a few tips to quiet your mind without looking like a fake Lululemon ambassador meditating in your neighborhood park. Social insurance number, sign here. Oh, sorry about that, folks. It's time to step away from the technology. And no, I wasn't just applying to Home Depot in the middle of the desert. We all know technology can be a positive force in moderation, but I think we can all agree that society as a whole has gone way overboard. You see, the problem with technology and social media is that it externalizes our attention. It shifts our focus towards the screen and away from processing our own emotions and thoughts. Without knowing it, we fill up our minds with other people's lives and problems and forget to figure out our own. The good old flow state. What a frickin' buzzword. But what is it exactly? Essentially, the flow state is a mental state where a person is focused intently on a singular task. This state typically occurs when we are engaged in something we love, both in the realm of creativity and physical activity. Some theories surrounding the topic suggest that being in the flow state reduces activity in the region of the brain associated with self-consciousness and higher cognition. Running's a bad idea. But this theory could explain why you feel a sense of elation and weightlessness after you exit a flow state activity. It serves to free your mind. So have you ever thought about what virtues you align with as a human being? There's a good chance you haven't, because to be honest, most of us haven't. So I'm going to throw you a juicy virtue that I think most people can agree upon: honesty. I'm going to give you a nice hot take here. Lying makes you more stupid than you already are, and is a great way to cloud your mind. Why is this the case? Because every time we lie, we're filling up our brains with alternate stories that aren't even true. We're filling up our brains with nonsense, and it acts to distort our very reality. In short, it's best to live in close accordance to our virtues. You have to figure them out first, because this allows our minds to act clear, unobstructed, and present. Well, folks, there we have it. We finished the video just in time for me to not perish of dehydration, although I still need to get back to the car. I think the thing that we've learned today is that you don't need to be a fire-dancing, sunset meditating hippie to quiet your mind and reach your true potential. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Monarch Journal, and we'll see you on the next episode. Happy journeys, you wild humans. Now I need to go get my Gatorade. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please consider becoming a producer of the Monarch Journal by subscribing to our Patreon.